Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. This video is a bow review of the 2012 Bowtech Insanity. I've got the Insanity here in all black. I've had this bow for about 2 weeks now, and I've been shooting it a lot. I've actually shot it at a 3D shoot and been shooting it, of course, in the range and stuff like that. And they've made a lot of upgrades to this. Now this is the CPX. This is the shorter 32-inch axle to axle version. It's also available in a CPXL, which is I think around 35-inch axle to axle. This is the shorter brace height. This has a 6-inch brace height on it. This bow has a mass weight of 4.3 pounds, so a nice lightweight package. Even with all the accessories on here, still a nice lightweight package. Draw lengths are available in 25.5 to 30 inches, so a bit short. Goes down pretty short and goes up to a standard 30-inch. Also, its draw weight's available in 50, 60, 70, and 80 pounds. So a really good range of draw weights available. I'd love to see this thing in 80 pounds. I bet it'd be a screamer. 80% let off. IBO is 355. So impressive speeds on the IBO rating. So one of the changes they've made is they've added a shock absorber vibration damper to the flex guard. You can see here it's a rubberized shock absorber. It's got 2 weights in it, top and bottom, and that's going to help it better absorb vibration. So it still has the flex guard here, and the flex guard is going to eliminate torque on the riser and torque on the cable guard, because it allows it to flex with the cables. So they've made a few changes to that to absorb vibration, and I tell you what, that makes a big difference. I've shot the Destroyers in the past, and I've shot the Invasion last year quite a bit, and I never really noticed the difference until I shot this bow. The other ones had kind of a hollow, like you're thumping on a watermelon kind of sound, and this one does not have that at all. And my Invasion was extremely quiet, but this one is a little bit more quiet just because of that shock absorber right there. It also has a new finish on it. This has an anti-rock finish, and this is a target finish, what they use on target bows. Good, tough finish. Like I said, I've been using this for 2 weeks and had absolutely zero problems with this finish. We took it to a 3D shoot, you know, landed on the ground, landed in the rocks and stuff like that, and absolutely no finish here, problems with the finish on my riser. No problems with the finish on my limbs. I know that's, I've seen some threads on Archery Talk and stuff like that, and you can see my limbs. I had no problems at all with the finish on my limbs, and I never had a problem with the finish on my Invasion. So no problems there at all. This is the hardcore limbs, the 7-layer hardcore limbs with the carbon core that Bowtech's been using for the last couple years. It still has the overdrive binary cam on it, but they've changed these up just a little bit. From a technician standpoint, they've improved them quite a bit, I think. The old ones, when you put your fingers on your bow press, like this Apple press that I've got here, the fingers would come here and your module was right here behind it. Your module would actually be stuck between the fingers. You'd have a very small space to get in there to your bolts. So they put the modules up front this time, and they changed that around just a little bit. So now when you put your fingers in here, it's nice, it's easy to get to. Right here, you just got to take 2 bolts out, and it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to change the draw length on this thing. They've also changed the way the cables hook up. The old cables, your control cable came up, wrapped around a peg, and came down to another hookup, another peg there. This one actually comes up and hooks up to a peg here, and it's allowed this this cam to be just a touch smoother. It's just a little bit smoother than what the Invasion was. I wouldn't say a whole lot, but it has improved the draw cycle just a little bit on there. It also has the carbon rod string stop, like Bowtech's been using for the last couple years. Very effective very effective string stop there. So that's kind of the overview of the bow. So we're going to get out now. We're going to do a little bit of shooting with this thing. I've got this set up with a ripcord Code Red rest. I've got a loop on the string. I've got a peep sight in here, and I've got just a basic Apex sight on the front, and it's an Apex or a NAP Apache stabilizer out front, which I'll probably take that off to do some shooting so you can get a good feel for the actual sound of the bow. Now, we ran this through a program called OT2, and we'll put that up for you here. We ran that through OT2 because it gives you a very, very good, very accurate depiction of what this bow should be doing. We've been able to put in right down to the arrow we're using, the vanes we're using on the arrow, draw length, draw weight that we're using down to the exact number. So we'll put that up for you here, and we'll show you exactly what OT2 says this bow should be getting for speeds. and then we'll do a little bit of chronograph. We'll show you what we're getting on the chrono, and we'll do some shooting from there. Okay, we went to the range to do our speed test, and we forgot our camera. So we've got our Pro Chrono digital screen capture up here. You can see we took 10 shots with the Insanity CPX, and the shots range from 283 to 287, which 283, 284 is about what the bow should be doing. So we actually exceeded the IBO rating, or what OT2 said that we should be getting, on several shots. But overall it averaged out at 284, which is exactly what OT2 said that we should be getting. Extreme speed differential was or extreme spread differential was 4, so not too bad there. Standard deviation of 2. Over 10 shots, that's not too bad. So you can see here we're hitting and or exceeding what OT2 said we should be getting with the speeds on this bow. I'm going to sling a few arrows out of this bow now. We showed you our chrono results, and we showed you our OT2 program, what it said it's supposed to be doing. So we're getting right on the money as far as what our speed should be producing. So very happy with that. This bow has got an excellent grip on it. It's got the 2-piece wooden grip that I really like. Draw cycle is pretty good for a speed bow. You'll see there, kind of stacks up at the beginning, and when it comes out of the valley pretty sharp. Not terrible. And you can see the bow is just dead quiet in hand. Feels really good at full draw. It's 32-inch axle to axle, but it feels like a lot longer target bow. It's got an extremely good shooting platform. And my feet is not rotating around right. These Octane strings that are on here, I've been very impressed with them over the last couple of years of shooting the Invasion and the Destroyers. Very good strings, very reliable, hardly any twist to them at all. My Invasion from last year had absolutely 0 string stretch to it, so very good. The vibration on the shot on this bow is very low. And the noise is phenomenal. I mean, it's just extremely quiet. Overall, I've been very impressed with the accuracy of this bow. For a 6-inch brace sight bow, this bow is, it doesn't shoot like a 6-inch brace sight, that's for sure. We went to the 3D shoot, and I was actually shooting on top of my game, actually shooting better than what I've shot in a long time. So a draw cycle, like I said, is not too bad. Comes out there, you can see the bow kind of kick. Nice thing about it is the 80% let off, and the way that cam is, you can actually sit here and hold this thing. It's just absolutely a joy to hold. This is at 60 pounds, so no problem holding it back. When you creep with it, it's not too bad. It doesn't want to take off. And what I like about it is, at full draw, I can kind of relax a little bit, and it doesn't want to take off. You know, I don't have to be extended out and just hold where it wants to take off. You can see I can kind of relax a little bit with this bow, and it doesn't want to take off on me. So very nice. Very good back wall to it. I mean, just an excellent back wall. Really like the way this bow holds at full draw. And I'm actually going to scoot over a little closer to the camera and give you guys a good sound of this bow. We're going to stick it right up against the camera so you can hear this bow really well, because it is extremely quiet. You can see there just a little bit of vibration, or a little bit of kick on the shot. Nothing too bad, nothing bad at all. So very comfortable grip to it. Draw cycle is not bad. We got a good, it stacks up pretty good at the beginning. It comes out of the valley, it comes out pretty good. You can really see how the bow kind of kicks from there. But shooting platform's nice, 32-inch axle to axle, holds rock solid at full draw, and I'm very impressed with the back wall. Like I said, I could sit there, you seen I could sit there and relax, and it didn't want to take off, didn't want to go, didn't want to tear my shoulder out. For this kind of speeds that this thing's rated for and the kind of speeds it's producing, you don't expect that. So very impressed with that as well. So we'll sit back in the shop here where it's not so cold, and we'll do a little wrap up and go from there. So. Okay, so that's the 2012 Bowtech Insanity. Very impressive bow. The speeds that we're getting out of it, according to our OT2 program, which is a very reliable source of speeds, is excellent. We're right on the money. We actually exceeded it a little bit. on a few of our shots. So the kinetic energy on this is extremely high for the poundage that it's on. We're getting enough kinetic energy to hunt just about whatever we want to with it. So finish is very good. Very impressed with the finish, the new Anti-Rock finish, and absolutely no problem with my limbs flaking or any kind of problem with those. Bow is very accurate with the 6-inch brace sight. I would have never. I have a really problem shooting 6-inch brace sight bows, but I mean I'm shooting this one better than I've ever shot a 6-inch brace sight bow. So very impressed with the accuracy on this bow, and just impressed with the bow overall. I mean it's got a great grip to it, good draw cycle, just a little bit of a stack at the beginning, and when it comes out you saw the shock on the bow. But for a speed bow, not bad at all. Very impressed with the back wall. I like that a lot. Very impressed with the fact that I can creep with it a little bit and I can kind of relax with it. The bow holds at full draw great. You could see when we were shooting I could hold it back for a long period of time, and absolutely no problem with that. Bow is dead quiet. I mean absolutely quiet as can be. A little bit of kick on the shot, but nothing bad. Not bad at all. Absorbs shock, absorbs vibration very well. So very impressed with the accuracy on this bow most of all, and impressed with the quietness of this bow for the kind of speeds that we're producing. So this is the Insanity CPX. For more information on this bow, you can go to Bowtech's website. For more information on the CPXL, you can check that out there as well. For more product reviews, how-to videos, and bow reviews in the future, you can check out our website. That's ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.